We had the upper echelon. We had entry number 2, Ciroc, and it's got a story for you. It's made with French grapes, not grain. That's what gives us its unique taste. It's not grape flavor by any chance, any stretch of the imagination. It's all distilled. It's pure vodka, but instead of being made with potatoes or grains
or sorghum,
they found a way in France to make it with grapes. So that's where it really took off. And then it's 5 times distilled, but the story behind the whole thing starts with P. Diddy. Take it away, son.
You would think that in a country known for fine wine and some of the finest wine in the world, France is known for some of the finest wine
and cognac.
In the world, and
right.
champagne in the world. So they weren't known for vodka. So when this first came out, it was introduced in '93, like as far as the world market. And Cîroc means high rock, because of course Spain, not Spain, France is very rocky and hilly and a lot of mountains. And of course traditionally that's what they used to grow some of the finest, best vineyards to grow the finest wine. And they said, you know what? Why don't we produce vodka from grapes? We're going to go ahead of the game. And at first, they struggled with 40,000 barrels a year. They struggle with it.
Let me go back to France a little bit.
Go ahead.
Cognac, the cognac that you drink, some people, when they first came out, they called it cognac, Cognac, Hennessy, Martell, cognac, Cavassier, all the cognacs. In order to be called cognac, they had to be made from grapes in the cognac France region. No other grapes can go in cognac except the grapes from the cognac France region. And so you can call something else cognac, but they have to be the grapes from there. So when they take the grapes and they break them down, they ferment them, they distill them. When they distill it, they take wine. Once they ferment the grapes, if they stop at that point and barrel it, they can produce wine. But they take it a step further. They distill the wine product through the coils and all that and come out with the drip, 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 and that's called cognac. So I'm thinking they did the same thing with the grapes to make vodka.
You're like, vodka can't be made from grapes. In France it can, because France is used to the expertise of breaking down grapes and growing grapes and cultivating grapes and distilling grapes and maturing grapes and aging grapes. Wine, everything, cognac, Cavassier made from grapes, brandy made from grapes, and, in France. They specialize in that. So they struggled with this for years.
It was a struggling distillery
until P. Diddy came out and really aggressively
put his touch, touch of gold.
Yeah, his touch of gold, touch of platinum.
And make this product. So what we're getting to is all other 98% of your other vodkas are made with potatoes or grain.
Right.
Cognac, Ciroc is made with grapes.
And grapes at a high elevation on the high rock mountains. Ciroc means high rock.
People didn't know that.
Elevated.
You Ciroc drinkers didn't know that at home. That's why you come to our show.
Right.
Ciroc is made with grapes, distilled grapes, not grain, not potatoes.
Right. Grown at a higher elevation.
It's like you're drinking a wine that's been distilled. You know what I'm saying? But he found a flagging distillery. His boys went out, hey man, you ought to buy that and turn it into something.
He made a bit on a world tour and something, and came by whatever and said that. And
that's the birth of Ciroc. So 15 years ago, didn't exist. Like brandy is distilled grapes too.
Right.
But brandy is put in the cask or artificially colored.
Right.
So if you take the white dog, they call it, the fresh product out of this distillery, and do something else with it, that could be how they produce this.
Exactly.
Before they put it into the barrels.
Think about this. This may have been colored with the juices of the grape or whatever, and they probably, because wine is red when they. Think about
Yeah.
But when they crush, this could be white grapes, but they had to taste it. White grapes or Sauvignon Blanc or different grape combinations. They filtered this to make vodka. No grape colors, no red like wine, no cloudiness like Chardonnay or anything like that.
But I think that I don't want to go around and lead the listeners and viewers around the wrong path. This is not a wine product
at all.
Those juices are fermented and then put into a barrel.
Right.
This right here is
distilled.
After it's fermented, now you got this liquid that's ready to go.
Right.
What we do now, we take it and distill it, like you say, filter it.
Right.
Now, once it's filtered, it turns clear. What do? We can
distill 5 times. As we said.
We can reintroduce it to barrels and make something else out of it. Or we can bottle it.
Here's what's unique. It says it's distilled 5 times and finished in a copper pot in the cognac region.
Mm-hmm.
And they may be saying that because,
the copper pot was in the cognac region. That doesn't necessarily mean the grapes were from cognac. See? Watch what you read and read what you watch. But I snuck in the shop while he was talking. It's bold to me.
I could tell it was made from grapes. It has that fruity edge.
But if you're blindfolded, would you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I tasted brandy.
Yeah.
I tasted, I could tell it's made from grapes. No, it's not. It don't taste like Purple Source Rex.
Okay.
Like the Kool-Aid flavor back in the 90s.
Right.
It ain't like eating a spoonful of Welch's grape jelly. You can tell it has a sweetness, that raisiny, dried fruit edge to it. It's really clean.
But it can be sold in the vodka family, but it's not what it tastes like to promote it to where it is. It's the popularity.
Most people are gonna be like, "Hey, let's bounce to the club to this."
Right.
Like they don't care that it was distilled 5 times. They don't care. Like in France, it's about reputation and image.
Right.
So they wanted to taste right and be right. In America, you're like, "Ooh, give me this."
Right.
But
your connoisseurs may not find this on a Rockefeller bar. It had no length legs like the rest of the product that we've been talking about. No 1892, no 1700, no 1900. It wasn't here in 1980. There was no Ciroc. It just came poof. It came up.
Like in the early 90s, it came out. In the early 90s,
right? So
it surfaced.
So longevity. It's riding high with P. Diddy's background, and that's all that counts in the business world. Money in the pocket.
Exactly.
I don't care what they say. Money in the pocket.
They making money hand over fist.
Right.
So we're gonna rate this.
I'm gonna rate. I'm older.
All right, y'all. On this show, I'm about being honest.
Right.
This is with ice and neat.
Wait, I was gonna give it that, but let me give it this. Let me take it up one step. I ain't take one step. All right. This compared to that, boom. What you got?
What compared to what?
You didn't point to the camera.
What compared to what? You said this compared to that.
Oh, the other top shelf so far. We in the top shelf group. Okay. Huh. All right. 7 and 6.
I don't want y'all to give me hate mail like, oh,
no,
this the best.
No.
Oh, this the best.
No. It's the best seller. And it's not bad.
It's definitely a red hot seller because of the
Ciroc is actually good.
Don't go for the hype.
Right.
Before you take this home and buy this and spend all that money.
Right.
Try it first at a bar.
Right.
See for yourself. That's
Don't
all
get caught up in the hype.
That's all we want you to do.
I mean, enjoy what you enjoy.
Right.
That's what we're here for.
Right.
Just give your honest opinion, pros and cons. We couldn't say everybody 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Right.
That wouldn't be fair.
Right. And it wouldn't be real either.
Right.
So you know what?
We still have a couple more shows to do.
More, and this is your Ciroc for you.
Right.
So check it out for yourself.
Boom. By
yourself or with friends or with your date or with your wife. So till next time, it's all
in the proof.